Hello everybody, it's Kyle with Apex Gaming. Wanted to bring you uh, another deck tech, Oglor Reanimator. I think this deck is pretty cool. Brewed it up. Be excited to get all of your input on it. This is for the new Alchemy, and so let's just jump right into the deck tech. Okay, so um, we have Consider, Fading Hope. So first, I guess we'll go to the big things here. Oglor. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top two cards of your library. Put one of them into your graveyard. So what we're going to do is we're trying to find Lier or Hullbreaker Horror, and we're going to throw them into our graveyard. Now Oglor also feeds Lier by throwing potentially instants and sorceries into the graveyard, which also, if you get Lier or reanimate Lier or cast Lier and get Hullbreaker Horror out, you're just locking your opponent out. You know, you got all kinds of stuff to grab and do. Plus, we're filtering with Oglor. We're grabbing the best cards and putting them into our hand and putting the other card we don't want into the graveyard. So, and then the other is a symbol from parts. Target creature card perpetually gains, which means for the rest of the game, as long as it remains there, exile this card, shuffle it into your library, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. So if we put the creature in the graveyard from Oglor, the bottom part of Oglor is we're also going to get a zombie. So we put a Hullbreaker Horror into the graveyard, then we use Oglor, or using Oglor, then we use a symbol from the parts, turn 3, whatever, it's an instant. We can do it on our opponent's turn. Put it on Hullbreaker Horror, and then untap, play land, turn 4, cast Hullbreaker Horror, and get a 2/2 zombie as well. So we're putting a 4/4 Hullbreaker Horror and a 2/2 zombie onto the battlefield, turn 4, and then, I mean, if our opponent doesn't have removal for that, or we could just wait till turn 5, or, whenever whenever we feel like we need it or have it locked up, or our opponent doesn't have it, we'll have to just be the judge of that. So, I mean, the combo right there seems really sick. And then we also have Break Expectations. Target player reveals cards with mana value 2 or greater in their hand. Exile card you choose. And then they get a spell from Break Expectations spellbook. Seems good. The spells from Break Expectations are mediocre at best. So you're taking a problematic card out of your opponent's hand, seeing everything your opponent has, so you know how to play around it, and then we're giving them something like a Colossal Plow. So, with Crew 6, and that's just one of the spells, but, and then your typical, low mana cost, Bloodchief's Thirst, Fading Hope, Consider, Jawari Disruption, Infernal Grasp, Divide by 0, and then in the sideboard we have all the learn spells, Teachings, Environmental Science, Mascot Exhibition, Memory Deluge, Hullbreaker Horror, and then of course we have Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Hall of Storm Giants, a couple of Field of Ruins to deal, and then right here, Port of Carefell, enters battlefield tapped, which is a bummer, but for 6 mana, sack it, mill 4 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So could be a great way to also reanimate a Hullbreaker Horror or Lier or something that we need to get back onto the battlefield. So hopefully, we'll open those in a bit. Hopefully it works well. We'll see. I can't wait to run it through some ranked play. So let's play some Alchemy, and we're going to do Oglor Reanimator. That's a keep. No tempo, but we're going to get down one of the tap lands. We don't need to consider right now. We're fine. Okay. Looks like possibly werewolves or an aggro. Down Oglor. Shouldn't Blizzard Brawl yet because they don't have 3 snow-covered forests. Probably going to see um, the 2 green 3/3. If I had to guess. No, Paxong Pup. Nice. Opponent's probably trying to decide if we're going to trade. No, we're not. Oh, there we go. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to do it. Okay. So, at the end of this turn, we're going to consider a symbol from the parts, and then we're going to play Hullbreaker Horror next turn. Actually, we probably shouldn't consider. We should probably just hold them. That's what we wanted to see. So, what does our opponent have here? Maybe a Blizzard Brawl? We're actually going to go ahead and block. Part of me is thinking we should keep, because we're tapping out next turn. Although our opponent may have Blizzard Brawl. I think we're going to one consider here, see if we hit a removal spell. They let Paxong Pup grow Blizzard Brawl, they just kill our Hullbreaker Horror. Oh yeah, okay, that won't show us though. But we are going to draw that. We're going to go ahead and use the mana. The one thing about going this Hullbreaker Horror is it will give us a zombie as well. Okay, Fading Hope solves that issue. We are going to wait. So we're going to go ahead and break expectation. Maybe our opponent doesn't have any. Okay, so they didn't want to... We're going to get rid of that Paxong Pup. So I'm guessing they have 1 or 2 lands, or 1 land in a Blizzard Brawl. Pyre of Heroes. We're 16, gonna take 4 for sure. Sacrifice a creature, search your library for a creature that shares a creature type. Rune of Might. Card. Sure. Part of our plan here requires us to get a land. Oh my goodness. We're going to take some damage here. Double Rune of Might. Taking 6. Ripped it. Never didn't have it. Okay, Hullbreaker Horror. It's going to make a 2/2 zombie. We also now have a Consider. So if our opponent tries to kill this Hullbreaker Horror, we can flat bounce whatever. Sure. Bear block 1. puts our opponent in a precarious spot here because they need to do something before damage. We don't have to, as long as we're bigger. Sure, now our opponent's tapped out. We're going to go ahead and consider. Get rid of that. Don't necessarily... Well, drawing the land is okay. Nice. Very nice. So now we have Deluge and Grass. Drawing the land makes me look smart. Attack at will. Divide by 0. And might as well grab Oglord just because it's a spell. You keep bouncing stuff. Our opponent being a little toxic. Okay. They're probably just kind of mad because we reanimated a... Sure. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely over. So, we did it. That's that's a reanimated Hullbreaker horror. We waited till turn 5, so we had spell up. We left the consider and did that, but that's pretty cool. That's what we wanted to do. We did it. So let's play another one. I think lands, but a little slow. No removal. I think we mulligan this. We have the Assemble, but no Oglor. Now we have no blue source. So we're going to keep this. We're going to pitch one of these. We're going to get greedy here with Oglor. And consider. We're gonna try to hopefully filter with Oglor and be able to draw lands so that we pitch 2 lands. Okay, ripped it anyways. This thing is not going to live against burn. Opponent is reading it. Oh. Oh shoot. Need a Hullbreaker Horror in the graveyard. We already have a consider. Let's just go ahead and draw the land because that's probably what we would grab. Get to the Deluge. We don't have... Let's go ahead and consider. Well, we're not doing things very well here. We're in a little bit of trouble. Our opponent, though, is having mana issues, so, I mean, we could dig out of this. So I think we take Break Expectations. We don't need a symbol right now. We're going to take Break Expectations and consider. The air, Graveyard, and a Bloodchief's Thirst. Perfect. That's... We just don't have the Assemble now, so... Let's get rid of this creature. opponent left the Oglor. Let's check the hand here. Let's get rid of the most pressing threat. That's a haste. It's got another one though. They're legendary. Does not have white. So we're gonna zap one of the Arnies. And we're gonna get down the Hall of the Storm Giant. Need to get that Lier back. Gingerbrute. Oh, we just gave our opponent a hasty... we just gave our opponent a hasty 1-1 attacker. That's freaking funny. Nice. If we get a... Oh, assemble. Yeah, we'll leave that. Drari will draw that Fading Hope. Get back Lier. We are cruising. That's a 2/2 zombie. That's Lier and a Fading Hope. Go ahead and get in for the damage. Our opponent, being mana screwed, has probably handed us this game. There's the, now we're playing Magic though. I'm just trying to get in with the 1/1, maybe. Another assemble. Double strike, okay. Just kill it. Put pressure. We have Fading Hope. We have all kinds of stuff to cast. Potentially a Jawari Disruption if our opponent taps out for a spell. Sure. Doesn't have haste. Does that give it haste? Ah, nice. Yeah, we're gonna keep the Fading Hope. We're actually going to consider. We're gonna grab that Fading Hope. We're not gonna take any damage here because Fading Hope goes back to the graveyard. Yeah, it's okay. We'll grab it. It's 2 damage. It's better than a 3. We're gonna go ahead and get this other consider. Draw that. So, I mean, we won that game because our opponent was definitely on a mana screw. We were a little slow, but still reanimated. We reanimated Lier that time, and that felt awesome. Oglor, a symbol, sure. Divide by 0. The only problem is this Hullbreaker Horror. If I can get a way to discard it, that would be great. I don't know that I do though. I don't know that I have a discard outlet. See, if we splashed red, we would get Expressive Iteration and like Unexpected Windfall, which would be a discard outlet, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it for the mana base. 3-color mana bases are just brutal in Standard still. Put that Oglor down. Looks like we're playing black here. Would not be surprised if they had a removal spell. Clerics. Yep. Yep. Oh. Okay, we have more hulls. We have plenty of lands right now. I'm going to grab that Consider. Enters the battle. Okay. So we'll see what our opponent does here. We're probably bouncing something. Nice. Infernal Grasp, that's a removal spell. Oglor is awesome, by the way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead in Environmental Sciences. Grab a Plains. Still don't have anything worth hitting with Assemble. So we're not going to attack. We're going to end. We are good with just passing, playing lands, and not having our opponent do a ton. If we can get to a Hullbreaker Horror and have spells, we are probably winning the game. Create a Angel. Tap it, destroy a target creature with power less. That's a damn good card. Gonna gain 4 life. Come on, Oglor, do your job. I mean, the filtering to the removal spell is still great. So we're going to be able to stop the number 2, and then number 3 is not going to matter. We're going to do this now. We didn't want to give them a chance to get that and respond. Not a snow land, so Faceless Haven cannot be activated. Also, nerf, Faceless Haven is now 3 mana, or 3/3 instead of a 4/3. So we're gonna. Oh, we need a land. Kind of. We'll draw it. We need to draw it. Don't get greedy here. Bloodchief's Thirst is a better answer. No double strike. Okay, so we still have nothing to reanimate. Oglor has done an outstanding job. Okay, so we got Flying Lifelink, Hexproof from Planeswalkers. We need to land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's our 7th land. Or do we? and it'll get rid of Faceless Haven. I think we need to take it. Okay, so Flying Lifelink, Hexproof from Planeswalker's Boast. Sack a creature, each opponent sacks a creature. Yeah, that's a solid card there. Probably going to get a Faceless Haven activation. Sure. I just have a feeling our opponent has removal. I don't know why they haven't removed Oglor, but it's fine. We have a symbol, so even if our opponent kills this here, we'll reanimate it. You just need to draw a spell next turn to cast. I'm just going to sack it and make us sack a creature. No, Boast trigger already happened. I don't think they can. Oh no, okay, Boast is still there. So I feel like it's kind of a bummer. We still don't have any creatures from Oglor, but we want to bounce that. We don't want them to Boast again. So we are going to reanimate Oglor. That does not have haste. And then we're actually going to cast it. And I don't think... Yeah, our opponent actually doesn't have enough snow-covered lands right now to activate Faceless Haven. And we have Field of Ruin up. So we're going to thin our deck. We're going to Lysa, Flying Lifelink. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return it to the owner's hand. If a creature or an opponent would die, exile it. Nice. We're going to zap that Faceless Haven. Use our mana wisely, shuffle our deck, thin it out a little bit. Okay, we want to cast a spell. So we're going to take Oglor. Choose the legendary permanent you wish to keep. Okay. So Oglor doing a really good job this game of filtering. We would not even be close in this game without the filtering from... That's a Lier. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Our opponent is about to cry. Wow. Good game. That is just crazy. We just absolutely controlled that game. And wow, am impressed with Oglor and the filter. I think we've won every game, haven't we? I'm going to have to go back and watch it to see. We go first. We have Consider, Disruption, Terrari, Break Expectation. I think we keep this. We don't have an Oglor, which kind of makes me sad, but Break Expectation seems good. We're going to go on the break expectation side and just see. Okay, well, we're playing some big creatures here. Let's go ahead and get rid of the first striking creature. Those others are probably lands and 1 mana spells. So Disruption could be an important card here. Divide by 0. We're going to do some tempoing. I'm really glad we're on the play. Gingerbrute. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to consider here just in case. Yeah, we're going to draw that. Okay, that's good news. It's very good news. We're playing, basically playing a similar version of what I was playing. That's double Lier. Okay. So we're not taking a ton of damage right now, which is good. Although their dragons are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. That's not good. We are going to Disruption this. Fading Hope, nice. So we have Divide by 0 and Fading Hope. All the while we are putting this... Go ahead and bounce that. Deluge is good. We really need a land. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we better dig. Start creature planes. It's not gonna kill. They have to fine. Sure. Okay, we got Deluge anyway. Oh, I guess I did that wrong. I thought I put that in a graveyard. That was a misclick on my part. That's going to get in for some damage. We are not doing anything about that land, and I'm not going to return a 1 mana. I need a Deluge here. Okay. Where I wish the air had flash. Shoot, we have. So Fading Hope can return the land. We're gonna wait 1 more turn here. We need a land. We need to move that. That's a Deluge. That's not good. That's a Fading Hope. I just feel like we get blown out here. We get hit by a removal spell. We have no mana now. Tons of Fading Hopes. We have all kinds of great stuff. Lier would be just off the hook right here, but we really need to untap with this. we untap with this, I think we win. If we don't, we're... That's to the face. Nice. Activate the other den, attack, 4 damage. Yeah, we lose. See if our opponent realizes it. I thought we would be fine, but the play with fire got us. Opponent doesn't seem to see the line. They actually just missed lethal. So the problem is it still doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, it just still doesn't matter, but they definitely just missed. So, good game. I just don't see anything we can do here. Being at 1, so too many threats to answer. If we had untapped with Lier, we probably would have been fine. Not drawing a land right there was brutal. We've reanimated Hullbreaker Horror and Lier in different games. We have disruption, early removal. I think we just keep this and see. Okay. Yeah, this is we're gonna zap Necroduality. That's not good. We definitely don't want that. Hopefully, oh my. Oh, our opponent will probably play a Tainted Adversary. It looks like we're playing zombies here. Yeah, just went ahead and dropped one. There's an Oglor. Hire of Heroes. Do we just remove that? And Oglor next turn? I think we go ahead and do it. I don't care about taking the 2. The real problem... Another Tainted Adversary. So we're going to grab Symbol. Marsh. We go ahead and Blood Chief's Thirst, one of them. So our opponent missed a land drop. So if they rip a land and they try to drop a 3-drop... Yeah, I think we're going to actually Disruption this. Just because Pyre of Heroes isn't bad. Oh! And that's enough for the opponent to say I've had enough. I hit 2 lands, I missed a land drop, and I'm done. Got another dub. So that's I think that's 4-1. So we can run it. We'll run it one more. Alchemy ranked. On the play, assemble, consider, divide, Lier, 2 lands. I'm going to keep this with the considers. Need an Oglor here. Need lands and Oglor. Other than that, we'll divide by 0. Hopefully we're not against super aggro. Opponent is thinking hard. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's a good start. I don't know why I didn't consider. I was taking a drink. Lotus Cobra. Deluge to the graveyard. Oglor. And a Bloodchief's Thirst. Oh yeah. We are very happy right now. Hit the Hullbreaker Horror and a land. If we flip a Hullbreaker Horror and a land right here, I am going to be ecstatic. That's a tap land for our opponent. Love to see that. Oh, Fading Hope and Break Expectations. I think we probably break expectations here, and we consider to try to hit our land. So let's consider. That is not a. That's a land, but it is not a blue. But we're gonna take it just to hit the land drop. We are going to filter with Oglor. So okay, they're on 3. Path. Eldar Retreat. So we're gonna get rid of their. They've been mana problems. So we're gonna get rid of the mana. And then I mean, you know, unless they rip one off the top and then start dropping things that cause problems. But we do have removal. You know, we just need to get this Lier down. Hopefully Oglor can filter and find what we need. So they're going to try to get the mana off of Orazka Relic. Okay, they ripped the Evolving Wilds. Still slows them down, though. There's no Felidar Retreat down. That's what we needed. So we know our opponent. You know, that doesn't. I don't know what that last one is, but it does not look like removal. I think we just jam Lier here and try to. I mean, maybe they're going to drop Ren. Omnath, okay. Omnath is good. Don't want the Oglor right now. We're going to divide by 0. So when it enters Scry 1 landfall, gain 4 life. Okay. I don't really care too much. We could kick her Bloodchief's Thirst. There's nothing to assemble really except for that other Oglor. If we kick her Bloodchief's Thirst, though, we're out of mana for divide by 0 to slow him down. Consider try to hit a land drop. We hit it. Okay. We're going to go ahead and Fading Hope. And then we're going to leave up divide by 0. So retreat, retreat, Ren, Moonveil. Our opponent has 6 mana. So divide by 0 just skips their turn. No matter what they cast. Honestly, I feel like this game's pretty locked down here. I mean, it's going to take something very seriously bad to go wrong, given what our opponent has in hand. Felidar Retreat's really good though. Make a cat, make a cat. Um, we're not going to let it happen though. We have Divide by Zero up. We're not going to let him cast it very easily. Kicker Blood Chief's Thirst to destroy creature or planeswalker. You know, I probably should have break expectation too last turn. We won't make that mistake again. Honestly, at this point, we probably just nab Omnath or Ren so we don't have to remove two things. Okay. Oh, yeah. Get wrecked. Oh, brother. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's go ahead and zap their hand. Okay, Sharon. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think it's Ren here. Just because we don't want them to make a Tree Folk too. If they do happen to get it through our wall, because we could just Fading Hope a creature, plus Divide by Zero, and at the end of turn, we will assemble from the parts on the Hullbreaker Whore. And I mean, this game's locked up. You know, I think our opponent is just timing us now. This is one thing I do hate about Arena is when players do this. So as soon as they, okay, I don't think we do anything else here. Everything else is instant speed. And I'm assuming our opponent's going to let it time out again here, and we'll probably just win at that point. I think they've ran through all the timeouts the game will let them have. They may take an action, though, to be toxic. I mean, they could see my graveyard. I have Lier. They know what we have to cast. Even if they land a creature, it's going to get bounced. If they don't, just go to Memory Deluge. I mean, so let's check out the spellbook that what they got off of the spellbook from the 2-mana spell. 50 feet of rope, climb over, target wall can't block, tie up, target creature doesn't untap. Controller's next untap step, repel down, venture into a dungeon. Kind of cool. Nice. So we were going to win that game anyways. It didn't matter if our opponent was AFK or not. I honestly assumed they were doing that because they were salty, but maybe not. So I think that's going to do it today. That's 6-1 or 5-1. I think I'll have to go back and count, but I believe we just took Oglor Reanimator. Sweet deck, loved it. That was so fun to play. Probably could be tuned up a little bit. Leave your ideas in the comments. Would love to tune it up and play it again. So we played Oglor Reanimator today. One quick look here again at the deck list. Let everybody see everything that was in it. And then the lands. Port of Carfell never came into play really, but would have been cool to use that. And then just a little bit of what I have in the sideboard right now. So that's going to do it today. Thank you all very much. Please follow us, subscribe, all the different things to help grow the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Also, check us out on our Twitch stream, Apex Gaming and Esports, and hope to see everybody on all of our different platforms. Appreciate it.